on Bondi Rescue, Bali. All aboard the Java Express.
Oh, it's howling, mate.
Bali's most lethal rip under full steam.
Worst rip I've ever seen.
That's a 10-point rip for sure.
Till death do they part.
My husband was pushing her under.
Why?
He wants to kill me.
And a little boy lost on a very big beach.
He can't find it. He said, I can't find mom and dad. They're all wrong.
Bali's just such a beautiful place. It just makes you so happy. And I think everyone here is happy in general. It's contagious. The weather's warm, the food's cheap, the beer's cold. To be a lifeguard on Kuta Beach, it's a dream come true, really.
After 7 weeks patrolling on Kuta, the Bondi boys are still on a Bali high.
Coming to work on the bike, cruise along the beach is just, I mean, it's so cool. Checking the rips on your way to work.
Today, the swell pushing up from the Indian Ocean is only moderate. But on a beach that claims over a dozen drownings a year, conditions can be deceptively calm. Lifeguards know when trouble brews.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Kuta Beach Lifeguards, please swimming in between red yellow flag. Do not swimming in the red flag area because there's a current very strong. So please move to the red yellow flag for your safety and your security.
Before Matt D has even arrived at his post, the rips are claiming victims.
Can you see the rip current? With all the water in this ocean draining out to sea, but the current going out is stronger than anyone can swim against.
Yes, that's right.
There's flags where it's safe to swim, and the rip current is so dangerous.
It's like the strongest rip I've ever seen. Like half the Indian Ocean's drowning out the end of Tadmar Street. For the size of the waves, that's a 10-point rip for sure. Yeah, it's not even that big, and the water's just moving so fast.
Back home on Bondi, lifeguards are very familiar with rips.
Mate, the guy's going under.
Backpackers Rip is the most notorious on Bondi. As the massive water surges in over sandbanks, it rushes back out, forming deep gutters.
Thorpe can only swim 2.3 metres per second. There's no hope for an average swimmer when a rip runs at 3 metres plus per second.
At times, over 100 people have been rescued from backpackers in a single day. Kuta's equivalent is the Java Express. Today, it's pulling hard. There's only one way to test exactly how dangerous it is.
Today, Warren and I are going to undertake a bit of an exercise. We're going to jump in this rip we've been watching for the last few days.
If you can't get out, just put your hand up, I'll come and get you. Sometimes after a big swell, the next day a rip's formed. What we do, we jump in the rip and see how deep it is and see how fast it's going and actually see where it takes us. Sometimes a rip looks really bad and it'll just take you out a bit and then just put you back on the sandbank. Yeah. Other times it'll just take you straight out to sea. See it drops away there. Drops away there. Look at that. He's just fallen straight in.
We're just one step already gone.
Yeah, already gone, straight over their head. So they've gone probably 10 metres in a couple of seconds there. Yeah. And they're not even swimming, they're just treading water, they're not kicking their legs. That's a very fast rip. People are struggling that much and they're actually really scared. You use a lot of energy and they realise they're going backwards and then they start scratching, literally a matter of seconds, until they start going under, until they start swallowing water, then they sink and they're gone.
At the strongest part of the rip, even the most powerful swimmers make no progress.
I didn't realise it was got that fast.
But the two experienced lifeguards know what to do to escape.
If you try and swim straight against it, you're not going to get in.
Yeah.
If you're swimming straight inside, you get straight out of it.
The Java Express doesn't take long to snare a real victim. unsuspecting swimmer is trapped. Despite swimming flat out, the rip still pulls him out to sea.
Oh, it's howling, mate.
Local lifeguard Crazy heads out for the man who keeps stopping swimming mid-stroke. But soon, they may be dealing with 2 rescues.
She's seen he's in a bit of distress. It looks like she's going to actually think about jumping in and getting him.
Crazy has the rescue in hand. Soon, the man is safely back on shore. But Enrico, an Italian tourist, believes he could have conquered the rip if his swimmers hadn't slowed him down.
I will have some problem with my swimsuit. I will have left my swimsuit and swim back. I think.
But it was possible?
I think so, without his trousers.
Perhaps it's better Enrico left his pants on. Rescuing nude swimmers presents unpleasant problems.
Oh my God! I'm thinking if he take off the pants and I'm rescued, my face in him ass. That's no good. I don't want my face in top from his ass.
No shorts, no good.
No shot, no good.
Yeah, okay.
One rescue down, and there's little time to rest with the Java Express under full steam. 2 boys are being dragged offshore. Yatesy leads the rescue as Kuta's Maxi backs up. But getting a struggling swimmer on the rescue board is no guarantee of safety. A big swell looms behind them. The swimmer is briefly lost, then collides with the board underwater. The Java Express has given these 2 Victorian boys a ride they won't forget.
We were just swimming up there and just kept dragging us out further and further. And so Luke said, oh, we better swim in. And next thing we're getting further and further out. And then the lifeguard showed up.
Bit of a ride in. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah. It's like when you try to get up, you hit your head on the board. It's like, oh no. But we're in safe now.
It's all good.
So yeah,
Thank you.
As the day gets hotter, more and more tourists flock to Kuta.
it's all right in the morning because the water's coming in, but when the water starts to go out, it really starts to pool. It'll get worse as the day goes on.
With the building swell pushing up all the way from the Antarctic, rescuers aren't getting any easier.
Out of the water! Look at that water moving out.
It's all hands on deck as the Java Express causes havoc.
I'm okay, but I couldn't. I went under and I couldn't breathe.
Crazy. Where is it? Oh, you're right.
That was scary. That was a nightmare.
That's all right. You're right.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought I was going to drown.
Yeah, me too. I prayed.
Yeah.
A lot.
After nearly 20 rescues, there's a moment of calm.
Well, now. Be happy. Okay.
Every day since he's been on Kuta, Yatesy has bought a pineapple from fruit seller Happy.
Very happy.
I'll get you some money, Happy.
Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, my friend.
The break is soon cut short. Eka races to a couple getting swamped by waves in the Java Express. the simple pickup gets complicated as the woman loses her boogie board.
Come on the board. Come on the board.
Further down the rip, another couple are in trouble, clinging to a bodyboard. Kobe heads out as local lifeguards back up with rescue tubes. The man and woman are poor swimmers. Stuck in the impact zone, it won't be long before they lose hold of the board. Meanwhile, Eka has reached his patience.
Come on the board. Come on the board.
He's on his feet, so it's one of those ones where they just get pulled out and sort of...
There's only one boogie board between them. In desperation, the man climbs on top of his wife. The boogie board leash is tangled around the woman's neck.
This way. Yes. Hey, quickly. Take it off.
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
Two rescues are underway in the rip known as the Java Express. A man and a woman desperately cling to a boogie board. Kobe reaches them in the impact zone.
You alright?
The growing swell makes rescues increasingly difficult. Deano assists.
Hold on.
He's got a mouthful of water.
The man scrambles back on, but lifeguard Deano pushes him to another board to make room for the woman.
Lie down.
Finally, Kobe and Deano have the situation under control and can return to shore.
It's the strongest current I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Worst rip I've ever seen. I got hit by a pretty big one and sort of knocked us off. If it had been bigger or had it been right out in the impact zone, it would have been a really scary situation.
Meanwhile, at the Simultaneous rescue, Eka has untangled the leash from around the woman's neck. The foam from her mouth reveals she's taken in lots of water. Yatesy collects her husband. Then he's called to attend another distressed swimmer further out in the Java Express. A man lost his surfboard and hangs on to another surfer at the back of the rip. Eka brings his patient ashore. No one checks your passports on the Java Express. Mariam and her husband are from Iran and not accustomed to the surf.
If you get water on the lungs, you can get very sick from this.
Oh, really?
You should go to the doctor and then they can do a checkup to see how much water's in her lungs.
Her husband pushing Anna.
Why?
I don't know, because he's jumped to
keep himself up. That's very brave of him.
And then the leash, like this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Around the neck?
Around the neck, yeah.
Yeah, for a few moments it was very scary. I mean, it was a matter of life and death, you know. And then the whole big wave came. The string was getting around her neck. I tried to loose her, and then
You want to kill me.
when the waves come, you lose all your control to survive yourself, and then you cannot get somebody else to help, right?
Eka, you're a hero.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
But we don't.
True hero.
Can't make it.
Bali Vista. Bagus.
Bali Vista. Thanks.
cardinal rule of lifeguarding is to watch the water at all times. However, there's someone on the beach who needs a watchful eye himself.
Adik mau kemana? Mana bapak Naik. Adik mau buat? Bapaknya mana? Bapaknya adik mana? Om mau lihat, om mau ketemu sama bapaknya adik mana? Ibu mana ibu? Ibu. Yuk cari yuk. Udah ketemu nak? Nak ketemu? Mana bapak ibu? He can find it. He say I can find mom and dad.
Not sure that he even understands him, Marcello tries communicating with the boy in Javanese.
Yuk gendong yuk, Arik mama yuk, cari mama di sana yuk, mama di sana sama papa. Panggil mama, panggil. Om panggil mamanya, tunggu di sini. Itu ada anjing, ada anjing, asu. Diberitahukan kepada pengunjung Pantai Kuta, bapak-bapak ibu-ibu yang merasa kehilangan anak kecil, telanjang dada, pakai celana putih, tolong datang ke kantor pengawas pantai atau ke sumber suara.
There are plenty of helping hands, but not the ones he wants.
Sini, nggak tahu. Sini deh, sini.
Ini nangis sampai nggak bisa nangis, sampai.
A lost boy roams Kuta searching for his parents. But he refuses help. No one knows his name or where he's from.
Bapaknya nunggu sana, adek. Baru om ditelepon. Om baru ditelepon. Bapaknya di sana aja sama om. Enggak apa-apa. Bapaknya baru nelpon ini anaknya dulu. Ini dia ngomong. Oh. Iya, ambil bapak sana. Ngomong.
Marcello isn't getting through. He decides on an approach that might be less confronting.
Adik, sini dulu. Aku minta bantuanmu. Sini dulu, panggil sana Ivan. Sini, Man.
Kenapa, Om?
Tolong ajak itu bapaknya nunggu di selatan, cari dia, yuk, suruh dia. I ask the kids, maybe the kids will helping. Bilang bapaknya nunggu.
Still no success.
The parents was make a report in number 1 to the beach security. I think they come in a motorbike.
If Marcello and his helpers are too confronting, how will the little boy react to security guards in uniform?
When he's grow up, I hope he's changed his attitude because he's hard-headed, stubborn kids. He get tears come out, but he's like.
At post 1, young Reidy is finally reunited with his mother.
Gimana keadaannya? Nggak apa-apa, sehat dia. Cuma dia kena ketakutan minta cari mamanya. Dia mencari kami dulu di situ. Akhirnya dia jalan terus sampai ke sana. Nggak tahu dia tempat duduk kami di situ. Abangnya pas minta minum ditinggal sebentar. Dikiranya abangnya udah pulang. Jadi.
Caught in Kuta's tide of tourists, the 4-year-old drifted almost 2 kilometres from his mum. By afternoon, the swell drops and the Java Express fades away. Attention can turn to simple pleasures.
There's 2 people in this world, those who like sunsets and those who don't really care about sunsets, and I love them. I get quite emotional at sunset time. It's either going to be a nice sunset or it's not going to be a nice sunset. Is it going to happen? That's the call on the radio at about 6 o'clock because the boys are up there to the beach. And if it's good, we can sometimes meet halfway and even hold hands to watch it.
I know we've still got about 20 minutes till it goes down, so there'll be colours, it'll be pretty, but it might not happen.
I still get emotional though. Can you come down to post 2 and hold hands with me?
I won't get that close, but we can hang out.
Happy, do you think we'll get a sunset?
No bagus.
Tidak bagus?
Tidak bagus. No good today sunset, my friend, because cloudy.
Doesn't give me a lot of hope when a local says it, but it's got something about it. Every sunset's different.
Next on Bondi Rescue, Bali.
It's looking very shaky, hasn't it? It's his heart
Racing.
A desperate rush to hospital hits a snag.
Oh, we can't get off the beach. Oh, man.
Unsupervised kids find trouble.
We both were trying to come back, and then he started crying. What? No.
And the boys take on one of the best surf spots in the world.
Done me back in. It's all worth it. Sweet.